Narayan namaskrityam naram cheva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam dadocayat vadirayat. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Harinama eva kevalam kalo nasteva gadyanyaraha. First of all, I offer my unlimited Satsangavat Dhanyavad Pranams under the divine lotus feet of a spiritual master, Nitalila Bravista Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Bhajacharya Stota Sisimat Srila Bhaktivedanta Puri Goswami. Similarly, I offer my full Satsanga Pranams unlimited times to Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, all the God brothers, Guru Varga, God sisters, Vaishnava, Vaishnavis, our Shiksha, Diksha, Shastra Gurus, to the divine scriptures, to the divine manifestation, Panchatattva, who give the mercy to the whole universe. I offer my unlimited, all the time, Satsanga Dhanyavad Pranams, to get some kripa, to receive the mercy, to do what? To get the adhikar, to do seva, to serve to our Lord and His devotees to their full satisfaction. May give me the intelligence, the power to use this body, this mind, this speech, this asset in their service for now and forever. Actually, we are, by our Guru Varga, by our spiritual master, by the sadhus, advised. Even Krishna himself says, Nakita man mana baba mot bhakta mat yachina man maskura mami vasyate pradecham ashime. You're very dear to me. Man mana, you put your mind always on me. But it's very, very high for the people in the Kali Yuga. Krishna speak this 5,000 years ago. Who can follow it? Man mana baba mat bhakta. You become a bhakta, namaskar. You offer respect. We offer respect to many things, but we have respect to Bhagavan. Become my devotee, because you are dear to me. I promise you, you will come to me. Just one verse is there. Then of course he says, just give up everything. Sarvataman pritya cha mam ekam saranam vracha aham tam sarvavabevi moksha snami masuchaha. Don't worry of your karma from million lives. I will take away everything. But you give up all dharma, all religion, and surrender just to me, or to me, to come to Braja, come to that consciousness, Krishna consciousness, Braja consciousness. You develop that, your chitta, your spirit consciousness, and to live in that mood. That is the advice generally given to all. But what is near and most dear, beloved devotees, what they are doing? We want to forget you. You're a cheater. We want to forget you, because you leave us. You promise so many nice things, so sweet to us, after you leave us. For 100 years you go to Mathura, to Kurukshetra, to Dwaraka, so many. So we want to forget you, but we cannot. We want to take you out, take every black things, take everything away. We don't want to, but we cannot give up your Lila Katha, your Hari Katha. We cannot give up the remembrance of you. We want to give it up. So that is just like again one big contradiction there. We advise to always remember him. They say, no, we want to forget you forever, but they cannot. So they can say that. If we also say this, then this will be some imitation, because we are happy to, at least in the day, to remember to sometimes and have the kirtan and hear the harikatha, to keep our mind there. Otherwise the mind will go astray in the universe, running hither-thither. So our spiritual master, they always say from the very beginning, Surrender, surrender, surrender. What means that? It's just one word, Sharanagati. It's just one word. How deep a meaning is there? What means surrender? Little surrender to Maya, little surrender to Krishna. I mean, many things are there. So full surrender, that is should be in the beginning. But of course, this is a process, step by step. It's not with one stroke. And there's many examples there. One example is, like yesterday we hear that Narad Muni Goswami, he is a Bhakti Shakti avatar, or that the universal spiritual master. Once he walked to the forest and he sees some dead animals lying there, small animals, big animals, the arrow shot, and they are weeping and they're suffering and they're not dead. So he 2-3 animals he see like this on the way in the forest, and then he see one black guy there, this Jara, one hunter, he's with a bow, he's standing there, and he's killing this. Then he came on the way and he said, "Hey, what are you doing here?" And then he said, "What you doing here? I am doing my job here. Can you not go another way?" And I said, "Wait a moment. Listen, why you give so much suffering to these animals there? Huh? You know they will wait in next life, you have to suffer." So Narada Muni, by his words, this vettage come to his vibration when he speak. So the hunter was just listen. He said, "Okay, but I learned this from my father and my grandfather, all they did this. I earn my livelihood. If you want some deer skin or a tiger skin, come with me home, I give you." So, no, I don't want nothing. I want only show you what will happen to your future if you do like this. Then somehow the divine words of Narad Muni they enter in him, and then he stopped this and he asked this question, "Okay, what should I do?" So, because he showed him the vision, he will go to hell and then he will come back and all these animals waiting to kill him in same way like he killed them. He could visualize this to him, to convince him that what will happen. And then he was already changed his mind. And he asked the second part, "What should I do? I have a family, I have to maintain them. They need that money what they get from this, I maintain my family, wife, children there. So what should I do?" "No, I tell you, if you listen to me, I will tell you. You break your bow and you be here and chant Harinam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare." So he said, "Okay, but how I will gain my family? Because this is my income. If now I should do this? Yes, I will maintain you, don't worry." Then he believed. And he not go home anymore. He stayed there, chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Then in home they become worried about, maybe in forest something happened to him, he not came home. They send some people, what is going on with him, look what happened. Then they send somebody, he find him there, and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And he's chanting and tears coming, and he say, "No, you can go home, I don't care anymore. My spiritual master give instructions to chant Maha Mantra, I'm here chanting now." And so he went home and told this. In the beginning they become a little disturbed, but after they also, okay, what is really doing there? Then they came there and all they believed them. They stayed with him. He said, no, my guru told, I will support and maintain you. I don't have to work anymore this job. So they chant Hare Krishna, and then the people in the village, they was listening what this man did. Now he became a sadhu, chanting Maha Mantra, sitting in the forest. They all came, were surprised that such a change, they didn't know that man, what he was before. And they brought something to him. And then many things are there. So his family abundant things there to support all. Like this, it going on for 1 year. After 1 year, Narada Muni again come back with Bharat Muni also. In Srivas Thakur's brother, actually, in Gora Lila also is there. So they came there, and then the hunter is living there. Then he saw he's coming on the way. His spiritual master comes, immediately jumped up. He ran there, he took some blanket, and he put on the ground, and he made obeisances, Satsanga Dandavat Pranams, straight with all parts of the body, 8 parts of the body. Then Bharat Muni was laughing, he said, now this man, how Narada Muni you change his mind so fast? Because before he killed many big animals, now he cannot even hurt one ant. So he's very careful about that. So very particular. So then he said, yes, your influence is very powerful. So that man, from such an extreme life, in a short moment, by the mercy of the spiritual master, he completely changed and became a sadhu, saint. He believed immediately in the words of his guru. He not doubt, question, he will maintain me, how is it possible? Does he promise this? He really believed. So that, yesterday we discussed about Shraddha, or that faith, that have to be there somehow. If it's nothing there, no sukriti from past lives, means some spiritual-based bias activities, spiritual-based bias activities, not material-bias activities, some sukriti left, then by internal, this intuition, he start on that point in next life. But in that case, what he did, he's killing just animal. And by that influence of Narada Muni, he was completely changed, transformed. So that is the Shakti, Bhakti Shakti, the spiritual master, because he get from Krishna. He get that power to do in his behalf the work, to rescue the fallen souls from this material world. And even in our history, when we go back 20, 30, 40 years, how Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami came with nothing, just little money, come to America, have a mission. See hundreds of temples, thousands of disciples, nothing there. How do you see this? They're struggling also very hard, suffering a lot, but they never give it up. And then Krishna, Nityananda, Shakti entered, and he make wonderful wonders. He worked tirelessly, day and night, for 1 decade only. And he changed the karma of the collective karma of the planet. He changed. Otherwise it would be already, nobody knows what would happen. But he did this. And the power of Nityananda, this universal energy, comes from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, from the Lord. That makes this spiritual revolution in the heart of many people. And that is transformed, and nobody can stop this, nobody can measure this, putting in one category, these people or these Hare Krishna people cannot, no. They underestimate, they cannot understand what energy is behind that. Because Bhagavan, it's just with a small fraction of his energy, he maintains billions of universes. So if you liberate one universe, where's the problem? Vasudev Vibra, he was saying, Mahaprabhu, please take all the karma to me alone. Let me suffer the karma of all people and bring them back home to Godhead. Mahaprabhu started crying, he said, why you should do this? For me, Ananta Shesh keep millions of universes on these thousands of head. So if one seed of the universe fall down, who is missing anything? So let it be liberated, okay, no problem. Where we are still here, not liberated. So we have to catch that wave, that taranga, that usual wave to take us back home to Godhead. There's no other meaning there in this life. We have to do this. And what is the best means to get it? Sadhu Sangha, Krishna Bhakti, Sadhu Sangha.
Harina.
Yes, 2 things only. A child can do, an old man can do, everybody can do. But Prabhupada say you chant Hare Krishna, you cannot, chant, cannot. What to do? You have to open your mouth, you chant his name, is very difficult. Mahaprabhu, so they are not so much sitting and speaking to the public, like we say Harikatha. They're always chanting and dancing. In this way, when they saw him, such a beautiful feature, from far they saw him, shining, very beautiful, lotus eyes, very shining, huge statue, shining, vibrating. When they saw him, just that moment they saw him, he was completely converted. They don't want to go home anymore. They said, no, Mahaprabhu, we go with you. No. Yare Krishna Upadesh, Americana Guru, Haraidesh. You go home, you make everyone, you be a guru, you instruct all. They should chant what? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Need this Sankirtan fire. Some energy must be there. Because the fire is here. This fire burns inside. And it burns slowly our body to finish. In the end, fever will go up, burn, finish. So Jagat Guru, Bhakti Goswami Prabhupada, he used to say, let it burn in the Sankirtan Yagya. Don't be a miser to keep something for you. Just offer yourself and everything. And you'll be very highly rewarded. Believe or not believe, it's happened. So why the saints make that job to write all the scriptures, so many, and give proof, examples in the life of many sadhus, of many devotees, how they attain perfection, how they reach back home to Godhead. But it's a simple process. Many examples, like this hunter, he was liberated. He had no interest in any job anymore, just chant Hare Krishna is enough. Everything will come with that. All philosophy, Leela, Rupa, the form, everything will come to the name. Even vast explanation, you go to all the pilgrimage places to give charity, to study all the Vedas, whatever you want to do, it will not work. Just this thing will give you everything. Because the Krishna's Leela, Nam, Gun, Rup, Leela is not material. This is a Chin Maya Rasa. This is completely beyond anyone's approach. So nobody can in a cheap way to get it. It's not possible. It's only given. That descending process that will come down to those who are very eager, very humble, very patient. Like Maharaj yesterday explained, like a flash, just a moment. Our Gurudev describes this. One devotee came to him, he said, I want to have darshan of Krishna. Yes, possible. For 7 days, you sit, no sleep, no drink, no eat, just weep. Nitai go, Hare Krishna, chant all the time. After 7 days, I promise you, you will have darshan of the Lord. Anybody can do this? We want to have this, but we have to really sacrifice. Parikshit Maharaj, he was 7 days, he did. Nobody can do this, it's very difficult. Haridas Thakur chanting so much names, who can do that? So just by speaking their names, remembering only their name will just purify everything. Such a power is in their name. If you say Draupadi, she had 5 husbands, Draupadi, or a Kunti, you just speak these names. You think, oh, she had 5 husbands, what kind of lady is she? But if you speak this name, they are so glorious that you purify everything with this. That Shakti is there. Therefore we say, Gurudev ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. We say this because Krishna likes this. We want to please to the Krishna. So we glorify his devotees with hymns, with nice words, with our feelings, with our heart. And Krishna, he liked this. If you serve direct, maybe he take, accept it or not. But if you serve to Gurudev, you have to take, because Gurudev is very dear and very near to him. He's bleeding for us. If we make some nonsense, we did some mistakes or a weakness of the heart, so many attachments there, they have to bleed for us. But they do this job for Krishna. Therefore, all this love is there. And we see what happened in this world. Everywhere devotees doing kirtan now. Kirtan mela, bhajan mela, harikatha, bhagavat shabdaha.
Sicily mela.
Sicily mela. So I don't make it too long. We have more speakers here. My voice is also going down. So many things there we can discuss. It's nice. This is the best time in our life to keep a little time to just sit and listen. I came the Krishna movement just because of this. Sit and listen. I like. And I like the bhajans also devotees playing. It was very sweet, very ecstatic. But later on I saw there's a lot of seva to do. We have to work very hard. That's basically we don't want to do, but this is there. But really work hard. I know devotees to sleep just few hours, the rest is pure seva. There's not even go outside in the street or anything, it's just completely. There's such devotees existing. They are completely dedicated to the Guru, the Vaishnavas. And we get their foot dust and we get their association, they speak few words to us. That is our, we will be enriched inside with that. Otherwise, what treasure we have here? Satchitananda Vigraha, but we don't know. We think of body or mind, all these things. Therefore Krishna says, give up everything. But his highest devotees, he say, we want to give up you. Very difficult to understand. This is far away. But that is the meaning also of the Jagannath Yatra, what is coming up now in Puri. After the Snan Yatra, this Leela Jagannath became little cold, catch cold, and he needs some medicine and some treatment from devotees, and after he will come out in brightness, and again take darshan. Mahaprabhu was suffering so much, he go to Alanat, could not bear that he cannot take darshan of Krishna, Jagannath. All these beautiful Leelas, our Guru Varga, they gave this to us. So we perform this Yagya, Sankirtan, together, to sing, to hear, to glorify, to serve, to please to our Guru Varga. So we thanks to the Lord that He gives us some healthy body, mind to do these things. Somebody have to do it. Jai Shri Guru Granga Gandhavika Giri Radha Govinda Jai Jagannath Ki Jai Ananta Koti Gaur Bhakta Brinda Ki Jai Nitai Gourpremanande.